I would like to introduce to you Reverend Dean to say a few words.
I do have a last name. It's Reverend Dean Richards. So I'm not Drake, who only has one name. I'm Reverend Dean Richards. It's a privilege and an honor to be here tonight and speaking to something that's really close to my heart and really close to my family. I recently lost a friend on September 29th as well due to mental illness. And it was tough going through that, but it caught me off guard, and I was wondering how many others are suffering through silence. A lot of us are suffering through silence, and we don't talk. I'm Jamaican, my mother's Cuban, and the West Indian and Caribbean community, we like to keep things close to our chest, especially when it comes to family. And you know, things in our household we keep in our household. We don't say it outside our household because that's the rule. But when it comes to things that pertain to our health, we need to be concerned about. And a lot of us keep it silent because we're not supposed to talk outside and don't say things, you know, keep it close to your chest. When I was growing up, I had a lot of my family members and friends that suffered through mental illness. And, you know, Caribbean community, oh, she crazy, she crazy, you're mad. And wasn't the proper thing to say because we didn't know much about it. But as I look back now, wish we could approach it in a different way where we can help people who do suffer from pressures in society, pressures in their own lives. And a lot of us ignore those things and we don't retreat it because we think that is, oh, pass by and it'll go away. This mind here is very powerful. It can do a lot of things. And I'm not blaming the Caribbean community for not noticing those things or being ignorant. We just didn't know better. And I'm encouraging you that when you may not even see the signs until things happen. Finances, pressure at work, relationships, just to name a few, our appearance can put pressure on us. Society has a huge pressure on us. You know, one of the things is, you know, if you don't have a nice car, if you don't have a nice home, if you don't look good, like myself, sorry. If you don't look good, then the pressure is on. It's like, okay, I have to own up to that. And if I can't own up to that, then what am I going to do? I don't have the funds to do it. I don't have the materials to do it. How do I own up to that? And that pressure becomes stress. And there's stress at work to meet those mandates. There's stress in your school for those young people who are here to meet those mandates of school projects and tests and exams. And those things build up inside of you, and it can cause some severe damage. Research says that mental illness is higher than cancer. It's rated higher than cancer. And that's a serious issue. As I was preparing for this, and you know, loss of my friend and loss of someone who was close to you as well, my wife and I came up with this strategy. So I'm going to give a few minutes and just explain this strategy. It's called Strategize Your Life. Our body, we are made up of mind, body, and spirit. But through that mind, body, and spirit, there's three things that we need to take care of: is our mind, our vision, and our speech. They're all connected. If you go to the doctors, they check out your throat, they check out your eyes, and your hearing because they're all connected. So when you have a cold, sometimes you can't hear because that cold blocks your hearing. And you know, also has problems with your throat as well in terms of a cold. Those are all connected. So if you look at our mind is actually let's go vision. Our vision, we see things, we can perceive things. If I see that chandelier there, some may think that it's big, some may think that it's small. Me personally, I think it's big. Some may have a glass and say it's half full or half empty. And say, you know what, I'm going to view it as half empty, and some may view it as half full. That's your perception and what you see. But the good thing about the glass being half full and half empty is the glass has something in it. As long as it has something in it, that means you have hope. You have hope for the next day and for the next minute and for the next hour and for the next day. There's something in that glass. There's an artist, a Jamaican artist, his name is Jimmy Cliff, and he has a song called I Can See Clearly Now the Rain Is Gone. All the obstacles are in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that have blinded me. It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. You guys know that song? You want to sing it together? No, it's okay. That song is powerful because when we're in a dark spot, we can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. We just see what's in front of us. We perceive that this is it. We can't see down there. But there is a bright hope at the end of the tunnel. There's a bright light, and that's going to make your day even brighter. But sometimes when that happens, it connects right to our mind, and our mind begins to turn, and we realize, what's going on? I can't see that. I can't see what you see. When I was encouraging my friend when he was going through his battle, I was trying to show him and encourage him that it's going to get better financially. It's going to get better relationship-wise. It's going to get better. But he couldn't see it because his mind already captivated what he saw. You guys hearing me? So his mind already captivated what he saw, so it registered it here, and in a sense, it took a mental picture of what he thought he saw. And that can be so powerful. Like I said before, our mind is so powerful. There are people in countries that can walk on hot coal, and not feel a thing. That's how powerful our mind is. So when your mind has made a decision to do something, it's going to do it. Because it's already giving you a mental picture, already a visual picture of what it wants to do. Research says that an average number of thoughts a human can believe to experience a day is 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day. I can't remember my daughter's names, much less 50,000 thoughts a day. But that's what research says. So if your mind can hold that much thought and memory in your head, imagine when you perceive something and it registers in here. What happens? It stays. Our mind can binge watch Game of Thrones first season. Our mind can captivate so many things. And memories can stay in here. Bad experiences, good experiences, stays in here and it registers in our mind. And it leaves a lasting impact. In Proverbs, it says that, for as a man thinks, so is he. That means whatever you think, that's you. This leads me to our speech. Our speech is very powerful. There's a saying that says, sticks and stones will break your bones and names will never hurt you. That's a lie. Names hurt you, and so do sticks and stones. They both hurt. So words are very powerful. So when these things connect, our mind, our vision, and our speech, now what we're thinking is now coming out through our mouth. So once we see it, we connect it in our mind, and then we end up speaking it. So our speech is so powerful. If you look in your Bible and read Genesis chapter 1, it says, let there be light, and then there was light. God spoke light into existence. I can speak to someone and encourage them and tell them they look really, really good, and they can go home and say, wow, when somebody told me that they look really good, I guess I do. Because your words are powerful. It registered in that person. I had my cousin works at a sales office. We used to work at a sales office. She's not working there anymore. And her friend said that I'm going to be the best salesperson. I'm going to be the best salesperson. He said that every day for a whole year. By the end of the year, he was the best salesperson. See how powerful the words are? You can speak it in the atmosphere, and it waits for an appropriate time to come into view and to more or less come into reality. That's how powerful our words are. Imagine now we speak to individuals. I'm encouraging you brothers in here. Men, encourage one another. Encourage. Your words are powerful. Don't remain in silent. If you see your brother struggling, talk. Talk is not cheap. Talk is valuable. It's valuable when we talk things out. If we don't talk things out, we don't know what's going on with each other. We need to talk. And talking is great to relieve things out of our system. Again, I'll go through Proverbs. Proverbs says, life and death is in the power of the tongue, and for those who eat its fruit, meaning that your words are powerful, and it carries a weight. And it can either do damage or do good. We need to encourage one another. I'm going to give you some things that are powerful that will help an individual to be aware of what to notice or to see where somebody's going through something. So like I said before, our vision, our mind, and our speech are all connected. And they build us. They can either build us up or tear us down. But we need to take care of this. If we don't take care of this, just as you take care of your body and you go exercise, you need to take care of your mind. Just as you go and take care of your stomach and eat every day, we need to take care of our mind. Our mind is very powerful. It can go through a lot of things. We can keep a lot of things inside without even saying it, and no one will ever know. But our mind is powerful. Here are some things that can help. Actually, before I go, that my wife and I do that strategy. If you want to talk to us after, we're sitting over there, and we'll tell you more about the vision, mind, and speech. But here are some of the signs that you need to watch out for depression. It's a green zone, orange zone, and a red zone. The green zone is high functioning. It's mild symptoms. I feel like floating on water. That's great. I'm happy. Orange, moderate, intense symptoms. I feel like I'm treading water. Red, very intense. It feels like I'm drowning. Those are things that we need to watch out for, because they go through different stages and they go really quick, and we don't even see it. This comes from Psychology Today. These are some of the things that can help you on a daily basis for your mind and your body. Tell yourself something positive. Number one, write something down that you are grateful for, whether you're grateful for your family, for your kids, for being successful in something. Number three, focus on one thing in this present moment that will help you to not to think of anything that's negative. Exercise. 4, exercise. This body needs exercise. We can't just sit down and just let this grow and not exercise our body. Once you exercise your body, your mind gets exercised as well. Eat a good meal. I'm sure we're waiting for that right now. You're staring at me and said, when is the meal going to be starting? Eat a good meal. Drink water. We need to drink water daily. Not pop, not juice, water. It flushes out the system. Number 7, open up to someone that you can trust. And that's really a difficult one. There's not a lot of people we can trust, because sometimes we give them information and all of a sudden your information is on Access Hollywood. Find someone you can trust and you can confide in and talk about whatever you're going through. There are people here that could be sitting in silence right now that we don't even know, that are going through something financially or going through something relationship-wise. Talk to somebody you can trust. Do something for someone that's good. Buy them a coffee, buy them a hot chocolate, whatever it may be. Do something that's good for that day. Take a break. Rest. Rest your head. Relax. Take a break. Your body needs to rest, so does your mind. Meditate, meaning pray. Say, God, thank you for waking me up today. I'm living another day. I'm in the land of living. Number 11, read a good book. Read the Bible, whatever book you can have, read it to exercise your mind. And the last thing, go to bed early. No 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Go to bed early so you can have a productive day. These are some of the things that will help somebody that is going through something that needs the mind to rest. But I encourage you, don't be silent. Talk to one another. There's nothing wrong with talking, because talking will help to relieve whatever you're going through. Thank you very much. Have a great night.